Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. As you can hear, my voice is almost 100% back to normal. So yeah, put up with that as you will. So we're going to continue with part 3 of this little challenge to try and get 4 consoles working with as little amounts of spare parts as possible. This one is the one that does not thinks of words. I've been doing this all weekend, just can't think of words. This is one where the touchscreen doesn't work, so I'm going to get the screws off the back and we'll have a look. So I'll see you shortly once all these screws are out. Right, screws from the back have been removed, so we slide that over and just pop the back off, put that back down, get these out of the way. And then we've got lots of screws dotted around here. As you can see, there's countless little gold screws. So I'm going to unscrew those and come back. Right, that was nice and easy. All the screws are out, and I've taken the screws out from the analog stick. So I'll unclip these. This out of here, and let's lift. No, let's do that one first, as that is connected to the home button on the front of the device. And these ones, so that's the lower screen and that is the touch screen. Go. Now the board should come out without too much fuss. I mean, what I could do, which would be really clever, would be if I remembered there's a couple of screws up the top here. I forgot about those. It's been a while since I took one of these apart. Due to the fact that I never have any spare screens for them, because as I said, they're not cost effective to replace the screens on these, because the screens are what, 25–30 pounds, and these sell for about 45. So we've got our board out, pop our screen out. And this needs to come off, because hopefully that is the problem. So put that there for a second. I'll be back. And I have returned with a nice 2DS touch screen. Now this blue bit needs to come off. And it can sit nicely in there. Just give the top screen a bit of a wipe over, because it appears to have got some dust on it in the 20 seconds it was off the device. Also, I got them mixed up. That's the backlight for it. That one's the touchscreen. So we're back on. Let's get our board back in for the moment. I'm not going to put any screws or anything in. This is just going to go in and we're going to test the touchscreen, make sure it works, and then we're going to test that cartridge port, because if memory serves correct, there was an issue with that as well. So I may have to whip the cartridge port off and replace that, but I'd rather not if possible. So okay, we're in. I think I've got everything apart from the camera plugged in, but that's not a problem. Deal with that later. Does it still switch on? Right, so our touchscreen works, and does it read a cartridge? Yes, it does. Okay, so actually it works. That was quite possibly the easiest fix. So let's put some screws back in. Yep, all the buttons feel okay, so that's good. This is actually going to be quite a nice quick fix, which makes a change. So I think I might check the spares box just to see if I have a top for that pink DS light. If I do, we'll get around to changing that. If not, well, that will be 3 out of the 4 fixed and the end of the little series. If I do have a top, then we'll get that done as well. Mostly because it's freezing cold outside. I do want to go for a walk, but also I don't because it's freezing cold outside. Nintendo definitely designed this to have a lot of screws holding it together. You can see now why I stopped the video and cut to these all being removed, because This is hardly the most exciting part of the video, just screwing screws in. And it now looks like, oh no, there it is. I thought I'd lost one, I haven't. Oh, right. I'm gonna have to unscrew these, because over in this corner I've just noticed we've lost this little bit here that lives there. I can't remember how it fits in, but somehow it does fit in. Right, I'll be back. I went to look at another one. This little horse-shaped looking thing. Come on, zoom in on that. That's it. See, it looks like a little horse or a cow. That goes in. Like that somehow. Ah, up the other way. There you go. Right, that's that in. Let's get those screws back in. See, that would be fine without that, but it won't look right. One more to go. And we need to try and get these back on. Slide that in there. That's one side done. That's the other side done. So much easier than the DS Lite even. Pop that back up, as we are going to put that on there, make sure that works. Oh, before we go any further, better just put the screws in for that. Yeah. So that's all those on. I need to reattach the rear camera. Well, it's rear and front cameras. Pop that on. And there we have it. I do need to put some screws in. I'll just put a couple in just to hold the back on. You don't need to watch me do that. And then let's give it a good test and see what happens one more for luck, just down the bottom here. So we should have helps with turn sleep mode off, power on. Jolly good. Volume up. Yep, that works. That works. And we know a DS game works, so let's find a 3DS game. Woo! Puzzle and Dragon with Mario. And yep, that comes up. So I'm going to update this. And I'll be back in a second. Woo. This is going to take ages. But what can you do? Unfortunately, there's not really much I can do until it's finished updating. So I'll go and I'll come back shortly. Right, here we are. We're updated. Hurrah. So let's have a look and see if it ever comes back to... These things are so bloody slow. Let's go to the eShop. See if there is anything on the system we can download. Yeah, I know there's no SD card in there. Obviously the eShop is technically no more. You can't buy anything from there. But if the machine had a pre-installed game on it, even if you've completely formatted it, that pre-installed game is still tied to this machine. So you go to menu, settings and other, re-downloadable software, Nintendo letterbox, no. Yeah, no, that's it. No re-downloadable software. No account activity. This machine never had anything exciting on it. So, yeah, that's kind of it. I did have a look whilst we were away from here, and I don't have a mid-frame for a pink DS Lite, unfortunately. So it is going to be 3 out of 4 that have been repaired, but 3 out of 4 isn't bad. The DS Lite will go in the pile of countless other ones that can be used for spare parts in the future. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you around in the next one. Catch you in a bit. Bye.